Hey guys, I'm Alex from AmericanMuscle.com with my detailed review and breakdown of the Smittybilt Street Light Bar in gloss black fitting the 2009 through 2014 F150. So this overview is going to be covering a bunch of stuff here, like who this might appeal to, what you should expect to be looking for with construction and materials, what you should expect to be spending, and then what you're going to be looking at in terms of the installation. But right off the bat, I'm going to be giving this a very easy 1 out of 3 wrenches in the difficulty meter and about 1 hour tops to get this onto your truck, which we'll talk about a little bit later. So if you're the F150 owner that's on the fence about picking up a bumper that's going to have integrated lighting to it, but you're not too keen of the idea of spending literally an arm and a leg on that setup, I would definitely suggest checking out this piece, as it's going to be a nod to some of the throwback trophy trucks and give your F150 a very nice pre-runner look. This bar is going to be able to accommodate up to 4 different 9-inch diameter lights, and these can be fog lights, driving lights from any different vendor, be it PIAA, Hella, KC Highlights, to give your truck more of an aggressive look and a nod to some throwback pre-runners, which is not only going to look great, but it's going to help you light the path, be it either on or off-road. Alright, so taking a look at the construction and materials, it's evident right out of the box that this is definitely a very well-built product. The welds look great, the gloss black powder coat finish is very, very clean, and I might add is going to look very aggressive either on a chrome or blacked out looking truck, but I would add that this is not going to be something that I would rely on for front-end protection. If you're going to be looking for something a little bit more substantial, I would definitely suggest checking out either a full-face brush guard or a bull bar for the front of your truck. So taking a closer look, we're going to see that this is going to feature 1.5-inch steel tubing, which is also going to have a 0.95-inch wall thickness, as well as having a one-piece design. Now, the one-piece design is going to be something that I personally really like a lot, and here's why. If you're familiar with some of the old street bars that you might have remembered from about, say, maybe 5, 10, or 15 years ago, these are going to be built of really inferior materials as well as being modular. Now, when I say modular, that means that it's going to have a multiple or at least a 2-part design. Now, that essentially means if you're going to have more moving pieces, that it's going to be a little bit weaker as well as brittle. Having a one-piece design is going to mean that this is going to be tougher as well as lasting that much longer in the long run. You're going to rest easy knowing that this is going to be very, very stiff and hold up over time, no matter to what you're going to be running your truck through. Additionally, we're going to see that Smittybilt's then going to finish this off in a gloss black powder coat finish, which again, in my opinion, is going to mesh very well with not only with dark colored trucks or light colored trucks, but with trucks with either a chrome theme or a smoked out theme. So in terms of the pricing here, you should expect to be spending right around 120 bucks for this kit, which in my opinion is definitely on the lesser side of the spectrum in terms of pricing here. If you're looking at some of the other alternatives out there, you can see that they can easily tip the scales at close to around 200 bucks. Again, for the money here, you're going to have 4 different mounting points to have at least up to a 9-inch diameter driving light or a fog light, or you could do 2 6 to 9 inches here, a couple pods here, or even mix it up with a light bar up here, but you would have to have brackets fabricated. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, for the money here, I could probably just run down to my nearest shop and have somebody fab this up, but you're probably to be looking at about 1 to 2 hours worth of labor, and then after that, just to get it painted or powder coated, you'll be breaking the bank pretty easily. So again, for the money here, I think this is definitely a steal, just based on the quality of materials, what you're going to be able to do with the auxiliary lighting, as well as the installation, which we're going to hit on right now. The installation alone here is going to be another massive selling point for me as an F150 owner, as this is a tried and true bolt-on installation. There's not going to be any type of cutting or modification required onto your truck. Again, the ease of install is going to be a massive selling point for me, as this is essentially going to mount in the center lower section of your grill, just with the hardware provided from Smittybilt right here. Again, it does not get any easier than that, guys. Alright, so just to wrap things up here, some final thoughts. I definitely like this option from Smittybilt for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, as we just saw in the installation, this is literally a piece of cake to get this on. You're looking at 4 bolts to get this onto your F150. It does not get any easier than that. Next, having the ability to put up to 4 9-inch diameter driving lights or fog lights up top here. Not only that, if you wanted to mix it up a little bit, you could do 3-inch pods and a 20-inch bar up here. That's going to be up to you, and that's one of the greatest things about this part. After that, you're going to be making your truck look that much more aggressive and having an off-road pre-runner look without needing to spend up to $2,000 for losing your bumper and going with a pre-runner style bumper. So that's my review and breakdown for the Smittybilt Street Bar in gloss black fitting the 2009 through 2014 F150, available right here at AmericanMuscle.com.